This is my math homework number 18, Monday. For the first one, it says, what problem is being shown below? So you have a third. Each one is a third. So you have two options. One of the problem is going to be a third plus a third plus a third. That's a problem. Or you could say 3 copies of 1/3. That's multiplication with fractions. So there's a third 3 times. That's why you write 3 times 1/3, because that's 3 copies of 1/3. For the second one, it says which expression is equal to 67 over 23. So the way you would read that is 67 is being divided by 23, and that one is going to be letter A. C is wrong. If it was C, then it would be 23 is being divided by 67. It would be that way. And B and D are wrong because there's no multiplication when it comes to division and fractions. For the next one, it says Barack drank 1 2/4 ounces of water in the morning. He drank 1 1/3 ounces of water in the afternoon. Which expression could be used to determine the amount of water in ounces Barack drank all together? So to figure out how much he drank all together, we would add 1 2/4 plus 1 1/3. Another way of doing that is, of course, finding a common denominator, which is going to be 12 and 12. This is times 3 times 3, and this will be 6 12s. This is times 4 and times 4. That would be 4 12s. So the one that you want would be the one that is 1 whole plus another 1 whole plus 6 12s plus 4 12s. You're pretty much adding up all the whole numbers and then adding all the fractions. And that one is going to be the letter C, because it's 1 plus 1, and then you have the 6 12s plus the 4 12s. A is totally wrong because there's no 7s anywhere. B is wrong because it's 2 plus 4 12s, but it's missing the 6 12s. D is wrong because there's no 2 12s or 1 12, so it has to be C. You don't have to solve for it, you just have to write the correct expression. The next one says Trevor cuts a whole piece of wood into 7 equal pieces. The piece of wood was 45 feet long before he cut it. What is the length in feet of each section of... It's supposed to be wood, but not rope. So, the way you would do this is you would take your 45 feet and you want to divide it into 7 equal slices. Whenever you see the word equal, that tells you it's division. So, it's 45 is being divided by 7. That's what you would do. And that is another way of writing a fraction. 45 is being divided by 7. So you would divide 45 by 7. So here's 45 being divided by 7. 7 cannot go into 4. It can go into 45 6 times, which gives you 42. Then you have 3 left. So then you will have 6 feet with 3 left out of 7. So you just did something called a mixed number. So the answer would be the letter C. Once again, you're taking 45 and you're dividing it into 7, so it's 45 over 7. And then to do your mixed number, it will be 6 wholes, and then you have 3/7 left. For the last one, it says add or subtract the fractions. These are just getting a common denominator. The first one is 4/6 plus 4/5. We'll get a common denominator of 30 and 30. This is times 6 give us 24. This is times 5 and times 5 to give us 20 30ths. When we add that, that will give us a total of 44 30ths. That's an improper fraction. So 44 is being divided by 30. 30 can go into 44 at once with 14 left over. So we'll have an answer of 1 whole with 14 left out of 30. And of course, to simplify, you would divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2, because all even numbers can be divided by 2. So it'll be 1 7/15. That'll be the answer for the first part. For the second part, let's go ahead and solve it over here. It is 3/4 minus 1/5. Here's 3/4 minus 1/5 equal. Here's 20 and 20 as our common denominator. This is times 5 times 5 to give us 15. This one is times 4 to give us 4. This is 15 minus 4, so we don't need to borrow or decompose. So that'll be 11 out of 20. And that's our answer, 11/20ths.